Hello YouTube, this is Garrowin again. Today we're doing a video tutorial of one of my newer updates to a software project of mine called CheckMD5. Uh, CheckMD5 is a project that I've had on SourceForge for a little while, and the purpose of it is basically to calculate the MD5 checksum of a file and then compare that to either another copy of the file or to a MD5 checksum that you enter, so that you can verify the integrity of the file and see if it's been corrupted during the download or during copying it to your backup location, or if it's been tampered with since the last time you used it. Uh, the original version of it was written in Bash. In this latest version, I have rewritten it primarily in Python to give it some cross-platform compatibility. It runs in Linux and Windows. I do not have an Apple computer to test it on OS X though, so if somebody could do that, I would appreciate it. The old version that is written in Bash did receive an update or two, so that it now, when you click a cancel button, it actually exits the program instead of just continuing to run with a null value. So if you like the way the old version operated better, I have included it in a folder in the archive called Old Stable and made an update to it so the cancel buttons actually work. But for just about everybody, I have rewritten it in Python just so it'll be cross-platform. So let's give it a demonstration of what it does. So we'll go ahead and double-click it. Now I gave it the .pyw extension so that it would not open a command terminal in the background. Some Linux environments might do that anyway, but the Windows guys shouldn't see any command line in the background. So it basically just gives you a little welcome message and says in the next dialog select the file we wish to check. So let's just do Mario. And then we get to pick, let's compare it to an original file. And we'll just compare it to itself so we know it's going to match. And then it tells you, basically gives you a little bit of a warning, because in most cases it's pretty instantaneous, but when you start getting up into hundreds of megabytes or even gigabytes of data in one file, sometimes it takes a little while to calculate the checksum, and so you might not receive any notices from it until it's done. So it's just giving you a heads up that it might take a little bit, and not to freak out if you don't see anything right away. So we hit OK, and then it tells us the files match. Checksum of this file and checksum of that file. Now if the files were actually different, like if you had renamed it and put it in a backup location, they can still match if the contents are identical. The name doesn't matter, but it would just tell you the name and location of the two files you compared. And let's just go ahead and save the results to a file here, and then it tells you results saved to there, and there's your results on your desktop. Okay, now for the failure demo we're going to use Windows. This is the same source code. We just run it. And my virtual machine's being slow. There we go. Alright, and it's the same thing. You pick a file. Only this time we're going to say compare it to an entered checksum. And this is where you would paste the checksum. Say if you downloaded the file from a website and they had the checksum written out there. So we're just going to put some nonsense in here. Hit OK. It's going to give you the same little message telling you it might take a while. Hit OK. And here it is. So you have the same options here. Save results or exit. We're going to save results. Alright. And it does the same thing. It puts the results on your desktop of that test. So that's basically it. That is CheckMD5, the latest version of it. It is on SourceForge, and I'm going to be posting the update here shortly for everybody to download. I primarily wrote it as a tool for myself because a lot of the tools that I found didn't have some of the features I wanted, and I just wanted to kind of piddle around and experiment and teach myself. And once I got it working, I thought I would share it with the community so that if somebody else finds it useful, you know, they can have it. But if you have any questions or want to offer a suggestion, there is a discussion area on the SourceForge page here. and or you can post them in the comments section below this video. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, like I said, feel free. This is Garrow and out. Y'all have a good one.